about that? And just so you know, I'm not kidding. I mean that. Here are the shirts that I have. You guys will like these. Here are the shirts that I have. Anyone that... dude, I'm so mad because you know what, the divisiveness that these so-called streamer leader guys are that out here doing this kind of stuff and doing that, they're just causing a rift. Every single time that I talked about it today, I've been kind of decent about it. You know what I mean? I think everyone should face a trial by their peers. I think everyone should get the death penalty. I don't think they have it there in Oregon. This is so, that just infuriates me because, again, this is someone that I've talked to numerous times and I think can maybe go someplace. But now when you write this and swear allegiance to fucking terrorists, which is kind of crazy. He says he's 100% Antifa. Antifa threatened Saul. And then he comes out and then pledges allegiance because the guy's wearing his fucking shirt. Come on, bro.
So my battery is running low. I'm gonna stay live as long as I can, but my phone is gonna probably die at some point.
What you've done. You pushed a bunch of angry people because you killed someone.
Nice high-pitched voice. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you guys don't need to tag to try to get him in here because he'll be banned the second it lands foot in this page, dude. It's just so fucked up. You pledge allegiance for with a fucking killer, a cold-blooded killer. Cold-blooded killer. You know what? Because his life was over even before the U.S. Marshals took it. Want to talk about selfish? He killed someone in cold blood, assassinated them, and he's got children. He's got kids. Fuck, bro. Unbelievable. Thank you, Pete, for the stars. Yeah, that shirt is. The new ones that I have are not. The new ones that I have are just like this. Same material. They're called Next Level. So it's just a regular cotton t-shirt, but they're just better. Those other ones were, and I hate them, to be completely honest. So I discontinued those. I'm not selling them anymore. So again, just for everyone who knows, and then I'm gonna leave it. So Soul Luna, he's a streamer that's been out here. He's a good kid. He's a kid, but I've talked to him numerous times about trying to just go out there and be yourself. Don't. What the hell's going on over here? Is Portland already going fucking ham? They are.
Oh
Police.
shit, they got riot vans already, dude. Holy cow.
The dumpster in the middle of the road. I think there was a fire maybe, and they just put out the fire, and then they're leaving already. Portland. Yeah.
Here the dumpster's getting dragged.
They've left.
Police are staying there, it seems like. I'm good.
It's stupid. So anyway,
Left.
So Luna is one of the streamers, and to be honest, he's not necessarily the worst kid. He just does shit like this, which is stupid and so bad. So he said cops just... So Michael Rengel, who's the guy that cold-bloodedly killed Aaron J. Danielson last Saturday, they clear as fucking day in the videos, and everyone can go watch it. They said, we got a couple here, a couple of Trumpers. Where? Right here. Boom, boom. That's what was said. Nothing else. There was no threats, no anything. From all the eyewitness testimony that we've seen, they weren't chasing him down. They weren't doing anything. They were out there. It was pepper spray pulled up. Yeah, he didn't even get a chance to fire the pepper spray because the first bullet went through the can of pepper spray and into Aaron. Anyway, the guy that did it, his name was Michael Forrest Reinhold. He ended up giving today. It was leaked this afternoon that he was doing an interview with Vice. They had this little thing where he said he did it in self-defense. It just did enough to piss off the entire United States because we all know it wasn't self-defense. We saw the video. 11 o'clock Eastern time, his whole interview aired. It was just a whole bunch of bullshit where he said it was self-defense. It didn't even say what the threat was. He just said that they were going to kill someone. And that he had no choice but to shoot them. He didn't even say what the actual threat was. It wasn't like, we were in a fight and he pulled a knife and said, I'm going to kill you. There was no actual threat, thrown out there. Anyway, and then he says he's 100% Antifa, and then he makes a statement saying he believes that this is a civil war and he fired the first shot in the Civil War. He says that in his video. And then no less than 15 minutes after his live whatever video ends on Vice News, we get word that he's been killed by U.S. Marshals, and he was actually killed at 7 o'clock local time, so that was an hour before his interview aired. He was killed by U.S. Marshals by a fugitive task force in Lacey, Washington. All right, so now everyone's caught up. DeAndre Marquise, 26 minutes. Well, I don't know what time this was. So at 12:46, it was 26 minutes before that. So at 12:20, he said, cops just fucking killed him while trying to arrest him, bro. R.I.P. Michael Forrest. Fuck that. You don't, a convicted killer's not going to rest in peace. They're going to fucking hell. And they're going to live in hellfire for the rest of their life. So that's not peace. Anyway, I'm not even religion. I'm just hoping that that's what happens next. And then he goes, he was wearing a Soul Luna shirt. Like, what the F is life right now? And he took a picture of the time where the guy is wearing a Soul Luna shirt. Wasn't today. Because the only body I saw today, he had black shorts on and shoes. It didn't show a shirt. And matter of fact, on the other video that we saw with the body on the ground, there was no shirt on him. Anyway, and he's like, I just watched his interview an hour ago explaining his side of the story. Like, what's going on in the world, guys? What the fuck? You're making excuses for the fact that he was killed, most likely while resisting arrest after he brutally killed someone on an American street. He killed someone's son. I just don't get it. I don't get it. And someone else, another streamer, goes, R.I.P. to Michael, whatever. He was murdered, grabbed from. Now learning that they are supported to our local hip hop scene. Why? Because he wears a fucking shirt that makes him a supporter? My heart goes out to the family and loved ones. Rest in peace, power comrade. He writes. These guys, and these are streamers that say they're not biased. Dude, it's so infuriating to me. It's so infuriating. This shit is just, it's mind-boggling. I can't fucking wait for the Portland police and Oregon State Police to actually just go and arrest all these dudes, charge them with federal terrorism charges, streamers and everybody alike. Because we all know it's going to come. It has to come. Because I guarantee they're going to get an honest threat that's going to come through, and they're going to have to crack down on these guys. And that's all I'm going to say. I guarantee that's going to happen in the near future. They're going to have to crack down and make these protests no more. It's going to happen, whether it's done via National Guard or whether it's done via, the Oregon State Police actually doing something, or whether it's done by United States citizens. I got a feeling these protests are going to be coming to a quick and hasty halt in the next, following weeks. And I hope to Christ they get all these people that sympathize with terrorists, sympathize with assassins, sympathize with terrorist organizations like Antifa. This guy, he didn't mention in his little video or in his little comment here that the guy pledged allegiance to Antifa. He said he's 100% Antifa. Like, what the fuck? It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense. And I guess I take it personally because when I spend time to talk to someone out of my day and then they do stupid shit like this, I take it personally. It's the same thing that happened with the villain thing yesterday. I take shit personally, and I got to stop. I just got to disconnect. I'm just not going to help any of these fuckers anymore. I'm just not. I'm not even going to talk to them. Fuck all of them. Fuck all of them. Shit is just they need to arrest every single one of them. Stop releasing people after every day, because look what happens. They kill people. The guy who stabbed, I could be wrong about this, but I think the guy who stabbed Black Rebel had been arrested for rioting before. The guy who killed the two people, stabbed them to death, he was arrested for rioting and then released. And even this Michael Rangold guy was arrested for rioting and disorderly conduct, interference with a police officer, and possessing a firearm in a riot. And he was released on July 30th. And then he goes out and he shoots someone to death. Like, this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. How many deaths does it have to be? Do we need one or two more deaths here before they finally start cracking down like they did in Seattle? And just to close shop, and then now they've lost it anyway, or chop, or whatever it is, chop sueyville. But that's what they did. They ended up cracking down and shutting it all down. I don't understand. I don't understand. And short of like doing, a call to, enough is enough. I don't know what, Americans are supposed to do anymore. I really don't. I don't know what Americans are supposed to do anymore. Fuck, are we going to be able to make it another 80 days or whatever it is till the election? These are some of the longest days I've ever had. It's just sitting up and reading all the bullshit that happens every day, listening to the stupid speeches by politicians, listening to the commentary on social media, and reading the articles and doing all this stuff. I did think one way I would do it is I'm just going to eliminate and stop reading all the Messenger and all that stuff during the day, and only read while I'm live, and that's it, because this is, oh, dude, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. It's just frustrating to me. But whatever. Let's go back and cover the protest in Portland where, they'll get arrested and they'll be released tomorrow morning, like always. Maybe not. Yeah, the White House siege. I'm not worried about the White House siege.
Guys matter, y'all. Keep protesting. Let's get some change.
This is Rochester, New York. And that's over. Yay. It's over, too. Man. So here's the story. The suspect in the fatal shooting of a right-wing supporter in Portland was shot and killed by U.S. Marshals Task Force near Lacey Thursday evening. The shooting occurred in the 7600 block of 3rd Way Southeast Triangle Way. Tanglewild, whatever. The police confirmed it was him, blah, 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 and he was the suspect in last week's fatal shooting. Thurston County Sheriff's Deputy, or Lieutenant Ray Brady said the Pierce County Sheriff's fugitive apprehensive team working with the U.S. Marshals team was in the area looking for a wanted homicide suspect when they saw the suspect come out of an apartment. They said he appeared to be armed. The suspect came out to the car. They attempted to put him in custody and shots were fired. The man was inside a vehicle in the apartment complex when the shootout began. The suspect ran from the car. Officers said he pulled out a gun and the officers fired. He was pronounced dead. Brady confirmed that 4 officers fired their weapons. The officers were from the Department of Corrections, the Pierce County Sheriff's Department, and Lakewood Police Department. Chad Smith and Chase Cutler, friends who had been working on cars nearby, said an unmarked SUV had been parked on School Street for a while. When the SUV, another converged on a man in a vehicle in an apartment complex. They moved into a grassy area about 50 yards away to watch what was happening. The man got out of his vehicle and began to fire what they believed was an assault rifle at the SUVs. They said they heard 40 to 50 shots, and then officers refer this fucking dude. Oh man! And you guys are praising this scumbag. Eyewitnesses said he shot 40 to 50 times at police before they even opened fire back or returned fire, hitting him. He obviously couldn't aim either. News reporters have been trying to piece together what happened in Portland on August 29th because they don't want to listen to what actually happened on August 29th. What is known as a caravan of supporters of Trump traveled through Portland, clashing with counter-protesters. The man was shot and killed during the unrest. Now, a man was assassinated during the unrest. According to the New York Times, supporters of the president had gathered at the shopping center a few miles away. We already know all the shit, and it's all fake-ass article anyway. So, yeah, he opened fire with an assault rifle, shooting 40 to 50 times before the police shot back at him. And you're telling that guy rest in peace? Oh, man. Nice. You can add Clark County and Clark County Sheriff's Office and Vancouver Police Department to the list of agencies refusing to send officers to Portland riots. Justice, I don't know. I've got settings set up, so you got to follow for 15 minutes. That's the only time. Do it again, all the time. You guys are sending me messages and doing all that. My bad. As you can tell, the stream is much clearer, but I can't see it the way I usually do, because normally it's directly in front of me, but I can't see it this way. But whatever. Man, bro. It's funny because one of these people wrote the biggest guy in government sent a command by official means of communication just before he was killed, trying to insinuate that the president ordered the killing of this Michael guy. This is just how stupid they are. But they can't track the time, so they didn't realize that Donald Trump tweeted, "Why aren't the Portland police arresting the cold-blooded killer Aaron J. Danielson? Do your job, do it fast. Everybody knows who this thug is. No wonder Portland is going to hell." And he tagged the Justice Department and the FBI. But he did that at like 11:25, which was in a whole almost an hour and a half after the Michael dude was killed. And then the rest of these Antifa punks are threatening police on Twitter. But Twitter won't ban them. But God forbid you say KR's name and you get a bit. You get killed. You get banned.
They're gonna start throwing glass bottles now. This is gonna be intense. Kevin, that is so not true. So, I mean, a lot of them are, but, I mean, I'm not. So.
Listen to what kind of bullshit spun here.
Oh my God, dude. Look, we don't need comments like this, Aaron. Screw you and your BS reporting. Awful. Then don't watch me.
Again, I do not condone anyone going to troll any of these streamers. I'd prefer if you did not do it. I am not, and here's another thing, guys, because I know a lot of you guys are sending me messages saying, dude, his buddy was on saying that there are other people that said, yeah, we all heard. There was at least another person that was involved. I got a feeling that red car was involved. I got a feeling that the black Charger that was involved too, because they had medics and other people that jump out in full black bloc right away, including the guy that says he's a 3-time Golden Glove boxer, the same guy that's been instrumental in participating in all these protests in front of the Justice Center and he's the guy that, remember that night that the two like fake cops or the people that they said were fake cops were chased out of the park by Trey and Adam and that guy who said he was a 3-time Golden Glove boxer, all that shit. Yeah, same people are involved in all these things all the time, every single time. And they were all there and complicit that night. This wasn't a random attack. This wasn't an incident of self-defense. It wasn't. Nobody will ever be able to make me think it was, ever.
I don't play Call of Duty.
Like tonight really isn't the night. I have my own shit going on.
Good.
And then this is going on. Like, I don't need this. I don't need.
Maybe don't go out and say stupid shit. Looks like this feed is down, although it looked like it was live. Whatever. Fuck this. Here, let's listen to Loudmouth fucking A-Rex.
Shut up.
I'm so heated right now, dude. Can't even mellow out. I'm so mad.
Oh, thanks, Prophet. I see. I wish I could see more of it in Streamlabs, but...
If you want, go in there. Turn the left. No, yeah. How's the circle? There's nothing here. I know, I just
This fence is new, isn't it?
No.
Yeah, it is, because they pushed people up over this corner.
It goes up. There's an end that doesn't have a...
Yeah, can you guys tell? Does my temperament show? Because now I'm doing an every other day gym routine thing, so I didn't go today. Does my temperament reflect on days I go to the gym? I wonder. Because I didn't go today, and I should have. If I knew all this shit was going to happen, you damn well, maybe I'll go after. Maybe I'll just cut the feed and go to the gym now. Maybe I'll talk politics while deadlifting. So annoyed, dude. I don't know if I've been this annoyed while making these feeds ever, to be honest. This is Portland, Oregon, guys.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. I don't know how to say your name. A can of soup. God, that's so funny. I got a couple sent to me today, actually. I got a... Oh, someone's banging on the flagpole from the sidewalk. Okay. Roypert. Okay. It's literally just someone banging on... Actually, it's not even a flagpole. It's a street sign. Or a street light.
Thank you, Amanda, for the Zell. Thank you. Rodney, thank you, bro. Man, dude, I'm so fucking irritated. You have no idea. I'm pissed. Mary, thank you so much again. I appreciate you and my Yeet family. Yeah. Kim and Tina. Thank you. Thanks again for working hard to keep us informed, Real American Patriot. Pamela, thank you. You said, thank you for keeping me informed. You're welcome. Janice said, here's $13 for being awesome. Aw, thank you, Janice. Rodney, oh, I already said that. Thank you, bro. Thank you, everyone who sent stars as well. A lot of you guys sent stars. Yeah, we showed, and that's why I've been cutting like the hour video or the like half an hour dialogue that I do in the beginning and putting that out as a separate video. I didn't do it yesterday because I didn't think that speech was so good, but I'm gonna try to do that every day. It just takes me a while to download it and then put it out because people do listen, and it's just a dialogue, so you don't have to like wade through all the shit. But if you start late, a lot of the stuff that you're asking, we've already talked about it.
Time, but it's supposed to air tonight. So they pushed it? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. That's crazy.
She got arrested, and then she got released with no charges.
They posted it minutes after the announcement. Oh my gosh. Well, if you want to get clicks, that's the best time to publish it.
Posted it minutes before the announcement, you dumbass.
Well, they posted a trailer of it where he basically admits it as well. So, I mean...
Say again?
This is Antifa Anita. She is always by Real
What
Press.
outlet are you with?
CBS.
Oh, CBS? Okay.
The good one.
Alright.
That's supposed to be
They always go there and they try to push out coin 6 because they record people's faces.
Okay.
Because that's what a
Thanks for
neutral
coming in,
journalist does.
Greta Sophia.
I'm staying on, Rhonda. April said, here's some stuff to calm down and buy some cookies. Nicholas sent $10 for American freedom. Mary, come on, man. She's killing it. Mary must be a big spender. Thank you again, Mary. Thank you so much.
CBS.
Said for 20. Mary said she wants 20 of these Antifa ass fucks to cry. I ordered my mug a few days ago. Very cool. Yeah, it's amazing how many of you guys, like, there's going to be hundreds. I've sold thousands of the Antifa Yeet shirt. I sold thousands of them. It's amazing.
Actually, they usually don't attack mainstream media.
Who doesn't? Yes, she does. John Clancy, or Clancy John, said, yo, Steve from your favorite freight broker is telling people to burn your shirt for your information. And then Kristen goes, Saul's a hypocrite. And then Shannon goes, Shannon says, John, that's a lie. And then John said, or Clancy John says, Shannon, I heard it. Ask him. He said it. Anyone that burned Sol Luna's shirt, he will give them too. I did say that. I did, 100%. You burn Sol Luna's shirt and you send it to me, send me the video, I will send you 2 of my F Antifa t-shirts, or I'll send you 1 Wake Up America and 1 F Antifa t-shirts at my expense. You know why? Because that dude is, you don't praise someone that took someone else's life. You don't do it. You just, and especially when it's clear as fucking day that dude that he murdered was in cold blood. It's clear as day in the video. There is no argument of self-defense. If you actually watch the video, there is no argument of self-defense. You know it was a targeted attack. So yes, I 100% mean that. Anybody who does that, I will send you 2 shirts. That is not a call for violence. That's not a call for anything except freedom. So, and if you don't like it, move on. And Clancy John, you should just get off my page now. But I'm sure you're not going to comment. I don't give a shit what he says. He could badmouth you all he wants. I don't give a shit. He can lose all respect for me because he's paying homage to a fucking killer. A killer. It doesn't make any sense. I don't care. Half of these streamers out here are just a bunch of idiots, and then the other half are cool guy, okay, but they're trying to figure out where the hell they're going to go after this. Oh, guys, whoever makes the intro videos, you gotta like send me a private link or something that I can open in Google Chrome. I do not download anything ever. So Marvin. When was this? Yesterday, dozens of Seattle PD officers have lined Fifth Avenue to recognize Chief Carmen Best, who retires yesterday after 28 years in the job. She personally greeted every officer here as she arrives on her final day of work. That was yesterday morning, or two days ago. I wish I saw that. Would have played that earlier.
Besides everything being fucking illegal and completely unlawful, they attempted to break my arm, which led to tearing my rotator cuff with 2 pairs of handcuffs. 2 pairs of handcuffs behind my back. Obviously, I ain't going nowhere. I'm not a threat. I wasn't a threat. I did everything, every order they asked for, and throughout the entire booking process, I wasn't just arrested. Again, 2 pairs of cuffs behind my back.
Just one.
Antifa and BLM, says Marsha. Oh my god.
That's a fun conspiracy theory. Okay.
I have not got any fucking checks. Where's my money, Soros?
Ryan, no, he didn't. I read the comment, but Ryan, if you could go and delete your comment, Ryan Garaf. You guys not read what he actually writes? I see his actual comment. Someone screenshot it and sent it to me. He was quoting the words of the shooter in the video, because that's what he said. Again, he said it again verbatim. He said, "I am with 100%. I am 100% Antifa all the way." He also said that June 6th in the Instagram post. So I know what Ryan was saying, but Ryan, can you try to go back and delete your comment, please? Because now people are going to post that. So this is K2 News. They're up there in Lacey, Washington. Someone just sent me a message though. It said, I don't know where it went. Guys, I don't give a shit what they're saying in other feeds. Don't send it to me. All right? I don't care what people are saying in all other feeds. I don't care if Saul's talking shit. I don't care if the people in other feeds. You guys got to stop sending them to me. All right? I could give two craps. This is the same video. I saw this video already. I cut the video before it got too crazy, so I don't think I'm going to, I don't think it'll get cut. What's this now? Showed this one again. Whatever. Ah, come on, dude. I get too many messages. I can't keep up with them.
And it's factually not.
Yeah, I'm gonna cover the entire Louisville rally. I do. I have a contest going, Brett. Anyone who creates an opener logo, it's got to be 3 minutes and 47 seconds long because I want it to account for this song. But I'm paying $250 to the best one. So, because this song, it's called "King's Reign" by Thor. It is. Let's see how long it is. I'm sorry. It's 3 minutes and 52 seconds long, start to finish. I want like an intro that just goes over some footage and whatever. Just a cool intro that goes that whole time with a countdown clock from 3 minutes and 52 seconds. But yeah, I'm paying $250. You have to have it submitted by the 10th, right? And then I will review them and I'll choose one, and whichever one I use and becomes my new opener, will get paid the old $250 roonies. I don't know why the stream is not full screen. You must have to make it full screen on your own. I don't have it. Yeah, I can't email a song or anything. You can look it up. You could find it on Soundstripe. Just type in whatever I said it was. Damn it. What song is it? King's Reign by Thor. If you look it up on Soundstripe. I've already got it licensed. Someone said they shot it. Someone was shooting at K2 News, but I don't see that at all.
Hey, do you guys have masks? Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, yes, please.
You didn't, again, Andrea. Do you see again? I guess I can understand why you would think that's a threat. So Ryan wrote, "I am 100% Antifa all the way." Now you know what that quote is from. That is not something I would say because I fucking hate Antifa. So he's not saying he is because it's in quotes. He wouldn't say he is if it's in quotes. If you kept up on what was currently going on, the shooter from Saturday, the shooter who was killed today, his name's Michael Reinold. He had a post from June 6th on Instagram where he said he was 100% Antifa all the way. He also had an interview that came out at 11 o'clock tonight, which coincidentally aired an hour after he was killed by police today. He had an interview that came out which he again reaffirmed with the same exact statement: "I am 100% Antifa all the way." That statement that he said is what Ryan was messaging about. His comment after that was kind of, that's why I asked him to delete his comment. He was not threatening me. He was saying, hey, this is what the guy said, and look how it turned out for you. Does that make sense? So I know a lot of you guys, if you don't know the whole story, that could be misconstrued, which is why I asked him to take it down. Because people, you guys don't have as much time as I do to pay attention to all the news all the time. So the David Ross show is also live. I think he's in Lacey, Washington. I think he's at the scene of this shooting. Or he's somewhere else. I don't even know where he is.
And we've seen a few folks, just like you just saw, being interviewed. Could you give us a brief rundown of what transpired?
I already have. Yeah, I apologize. Are you at the news agency or?
Yeah, the David Ross show.
Oh, I did.
Lieutenant Brady, good to see you.
Good to see you. Yeah, so what I know at this point, Dave, is that members of the Pacific Northwest Fugitive Apprehension Team were down here in this area looking for a known wanted homicide suspect. They were surveilling this apartment that's here. So that team is comprised of, it's run
Is
by
it
the
like a
US
task
Marshals.
force?
It is a task force run by the U.S. Marshals, but had members of Pierce County Sheriff's Department, Lakewood PD, and Washington DOC that were present here. The subject they were looking for exited an apartment and got into a vehicle. The information we have at this point was that from them is that they believe that he was armed. There were shots that were fired at the vehicle, and then he then fled on foot, and there was an additional series of gunfire, and he's deceased at this point. So, not confirming his identity at this point. We do know that he's a white male in his 40s, and again had a warrant for his arrest for homicide.
And you expect to be here most of the evening?
Most of the night, yeah. So we didn't have, there's no members of the Pierce County Sheriff's Office on scene at the time that it occurred. So the investigation will be done by the Region 3 Critical Incident Investigation Team, led by Thurston County.
That involves local jurisdictions that investigate that,
so
right?
That team involves Grays Harbor, Mason, Lewis, Pacific County, and Washington State Patrol. So all the 5 county sheriff offices and then the Washington State Patrol. Thurston County be the lead agency in the investigation.
Do you know, was he the only one in the car at the time?
That's correct. He's the only occupant in the vehicle.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
All right, so there you go. There's the press conference from the ground. They're not identifying it. They said they didn't know if there was other shots, but their local news is reporting from eyewitnesses that he opened fire prior to the police shooting. 2 local witnesses, I should say.
present. Just be quiet, and you come here protesting. Stop them. Stop them. No calls. No present. No calls. No present. I don't hear you. No calls. No present. I don't hear you. No calls. No present. Stop talking. No calls. No present.
It's Rosa en Vivo. Recommend to go to her page and hit her up with a like. What's the end goal? What would be good enough for the protesters? We would have to ask the protesters that. For the most part, the sort of nighttime things tend to be more total abolition. I would say on average. Aw, thanks. We just kind of know the problems and can speak to them, you know?
How do you spell Nazi? How do you spell Nazi?
Honestly, as one who has seen combat, I have that uneasy feeling that came before engagement. It sucks. I do not want it to go back to work. Yeah, after seeing a lot of this, so one of my really good friends who comes out here with me and kind of like spots for me is a war veteran, and he said the conditions and the events and things that we go through here are very much like what he saw in Iraq. that the conditions and all of the things that are happening here are very similar to what he went through in Iraq. The only difference is that we're not shooting back with like guns, you know. But I mean, yeah.
All right, here we go, because I got to explain some things to some people. First one, Mark, to you. I'm unsure of if you realize just how. Here's the thing. When I started my media company over a year ago, I never envisioned that I would have 60, I never envisioned I would have 7,000 people watching at 1:50 in the morning, ever. 7,000 live people watching. My videos have 250,000 views usually by the time they're over. It's insane. Within 24 hours, they'll have over 250,000 views. The thing about that is I give out my address for people to correspond with me. As you know tonight, because I've mentioned it several times, and I'm not joking here, and some of the mods that I added into Facebook before I decided I can't have the mods on Facebook will tell you, I get on average about a message a minute all day long, every single day, all day, every day. I cannot keep track of my messages. That's why I have, when people are writing certain things, I have you put a subject in there because that's the only way I'm going to be able to keep track of it. For tonight, for example, during the course of this show, I've received 497 messages. 497 messages since 12 o'clock today. So that is an hour and 52 minutes. I've received 497 emails. That's not even including Messenger. So I am super duper sorry that I'm not able to get back to your messages. There's a very good likelihood that I never even saw them. I get too many messages over the course of the day. And I'm trying to figure out a system so that way I can weed through some of the spam or some of the other posts. I'm doing my best to be able to try to do it. But sending me messages saying I'm losing your support and all that it's really not conducive to getting an interview or whatever the goal of it is supposed to be, because your support, while it's very important to me, based on who I am as a person, threats of saying I'm not going to support you anymore unless you answer my emails doesn't really do anything. It doesn't really give me the drive to want to contact you, if that makes sense. As far as the YouTube is weird. I'm not quite sure. I have moderators on YouTube that are doing a good job. I believe you can't put links on the chat. And here's the thing, I know, and I'm trying to work on it too, if I post out, hey, let me get some links, or I got to get some more details on this, and if I get, messages, again, there's 6,000 people watching, so when I say that, I end up getting, 500, maybe 100 messages about it, which is great. And that's why I say, oh, I've got enough now. I am sorry that if because there's other people that do it faster, I'm sorry if that ticks you guys off. It's really silly that I got to kind of do this, but I feel like I owe people an explanation on why I can't reply to them, because there are people that take it as a personal insult that I can't reply. Here's the thing about my news organization. It is just me. Yes, I have writers. They don't deal with any of this stuff at all. This is just me. All my email comes directly to me, and I sort through it the best that I can. I'm doing the best that I can, sending me emails saying, oh, yeah, I'm not going to support you. And I get these emails every day as well. I'm not going to support you anymore. I'm not going to donate. I can't do this. Now I'm blocked on YouTube. I can't deal with it. The simple thing, if you want to be unblocked on YouTube, tell me what your name is on YouTube and I'll unblock you. But a long email about how bad I'm doing at being able to keep in contact with you guys it's not really conducive. It doesn't help me fix the solution, if that makes sense. So with that said, I'm not trying to be an ass, but I can't reply to everybody. I'm sorry. I truly would if I could. I can't reply to everybody. And I get too many messages, even on the weekends. I get messages all day long, and unfortunately I would need to hire 15 people just to be able to answer the Facebook messages alone, not even including the emails. So I'm doing the best I can, guys. So I'm sorry if I wasn't able to get in contact with you to do an interview. Yes, you have my permission to rebroadcast my stream where you want. I have no problem with that. You may have to press a lot of censoring button. you don't need my permission for that. I've always been very open. The only thing I ask is if you use audio, just send me a message and tell me where I can listen to it. I think it's cool, but you don't need my permission to rebroadcast a stream, to make little clips. The only time with the police call the other day, that has to be approved by me because it was specific guidance for them, for that officer to provide me with that interview. So if that makes sense, I think I'll move on from there. But a lot of times I can't reply. See, here's a warning to everyone else that watches this. If you send me an email, there's a 95% likelihood that you will not get a reply. I can't reply to it. If it's something that's important, please just make a really catchy subject, because otherwise I do read them, but I don't necessarily reply or send messages back or anything. I can't do it. All right, I'm trying.
I haven't blocked anybody, Georgia. Perhaps one of the mods did. I don't know. But I haven't blocked anyone tonight. I did block one person earlier, but they were being...
All right. Down here again.
I saw a couple of people that are like, "Oh, I'll work for you." You don't want the intensity that I do this show with is my intensity 24/7. so nobody wants to work with me. But oh boy, silly. Yeah, Linda, whatever. I actually, I did. We actually talked about that little camp. I showed the video and all that earlier in the beginning of my video. Paul said, Steve, does this mean you can't come over and help me move a piece of furniture this weekend in Minnesota? I'm trying. I try to answer emails because I'm also getting yelled at by streamers in my email too. Oh, going back. Yeah, the Vice News interview, we already watched it. But yeah, you guys could watch it if you haven't already on Vice News West Coast. I wonder if they updated it to show now that he's dead. Hey, thank you, Kevin. Anyone else who wants to contribute, you can do so by clicking the link in the description or buying a shirt or doing whatever you want. Carrie, is that your name on Facebook? I will check on that right now, sir. Thank you, everyone who sent stars today as well. I really appreciate it. It's funny when because the streamers all say they don't care what I say, but then they all send me messages saying, why you say that? We care about what you say. I'm like, come on, dude. I can't appease everybody. I do my best. I, like everybody else, get emotional. Carrie, I don't know if, what's your Facebook name? Because your name didn't show up. Good, Mark. I don't need money. I don't, like I've said several times, I don't do this for money. I have a full-time job. I'm now going to be transitioning and making, being a political commentator my full-time gig. That's not why I started doing these protests. In fact, if any of you have been here since the beginning, you guys were the ones who told me that I needed to start putting the Cash Apps or Venmo. I didn't even have Venmo when I first started. Didn't even know anything about any of this stuff. I just wanted to provide commentary because I listened for the first couple of days and all the liberal, it's not even liberal, the extreme left commentary that was going on with these videos. It literally just drove me completely bonkers. I couldn't do it anymore. And so that's why I started live streaming. And then people were like, how could we contribute? I'm like, I don't have a fucking clue. It's never been my thing because I have a job, my advertisers pay more than most people, just for my normal day show, which I don't even do anymore because I'm sleeping all day. Unbelievable. And I'm not trying to complain or anything. I just want everyone to know how much I'm trying.
Remember Sally?
What is this one? What is going on here? This is Trey. So he's in Portland as well.
I got one of you shaving your butt. What do you mean? Happy birthday, Trey. Thank you, guys.
Happy birthday,
Happy upcoming
Trey.
birthday. Thank you.
His birthday.
I'm turning 17. I'm just kidding. Everybody guess how old I'm turning. Some of you all know. If you know how old I'm turning, don't ruin it. Everybody that doesn't know, guess. We can play around with that lens flare. Look at, we can put it right there in the middle of those lights, or we can bring the lens flare over. Sounds like a plan. Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna start giving you guys boop homework. We're gonna do like little. Some days we'll have fun ones. We'll do little scavenger hunts. I'll hide something on the internet somewhere. Brad, do you think I'm turning 7? You're close. Tina got it. Bill got it. 16. 42. Holy crap.
Oh, I got you, Carrie. You're good now. You're unbanned. Unbanned, Carrie. Unbanned. On Facebook, that is. I don't know how old he is.
Is it?
On Soul Luna's feed, someone just threw like a water bottle, and you see Baloo. He's got his like camera, because I'm watching. I've got all the feeds up here too. That's why I always switch when something's happening. But so Baloo's got his feet up, and he just goes like this to the guy that threw something, and the guy just like walks away. Funny stuff. Eyebrows.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need to take off. I've like...
Antifa Anita. Ebes.
So to essentially recap.
Hey, Rex.
We started at...
You know what? It's funny though, because I track analytics and I track, the views and all that. That's why I always know how many viewers I have. And I have more viewers when I do my open commentary and more like a higher retention period for that half an hour than I do on any other point of the night. So that should say something too, which is pretty interesting. It means that people actually like to listen when I actually ramble on in the beginning of the shows, which is kind of funny. I don't know. I haven't seen Precious tonight in these videos. No, it's Princess. Precious isn't here. Precious is in Los Angeles. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of a lot of the voices. But thank you, Roxanne, for the 50 stars. Corey, because I just caught that, so I'll just ban you. Bye, Corey. Bye-bye. Ricky said, Steve, anyone that's being attacked by a mob has the right to use deadly force. Oh, I agree. But you have to be being attacked by a mob. And as we saw from the video, the several camera angles, because I'm assuming that you're trying to say Michael was being attacked by a mob, which clearly he wasn't. If you saw it, he actually walked off from the far left. If he didn't get out of the vehicle, that's what's still kind of up in the air. If he got out of the red vehicle, but he was walking off from the far left. He was not being attacked. They didn't have any weapons. They did not find any weapons on him besides the bear mace. Bear mace is a non-lethal tool. You can't use deadly force on bear mace. And even with that regard, he was still so far away, and the bear mace wasn't fired. The bear mace, when you saw the big puff, that's because the gunshot went through the bear mace canister, as reported by his witnesses. So that wasn't. I mean, they targeted him. You heard it in the video. They said, we got a couple here, a couple of Trumpers right here. The guy goes, where? And then boom, boom. Right? No, he goes right there and boom, boom, and fires 2 shots. That's it. That's what really happened there. That was not a self-defense thing. That was not getting mobbed. In fact, there were more Antifa there than there were. There were only 2 Patriots there, and there were about 10 Antifa, including the people that were in the red vehicle that stopped right next to it and watched the entire thing and then took off, and then the black car that stopped, and it had the Antifa medic, and then the 3-time Golden Glove boxer wannabe guy that jumps out as well. It's too fishy when you look at how it actually went on. April said, "You easy on the ears, and we can relate to your emotion." I am. My voice is easy on the ears, especially when I talk like this. Anyway. Chrissy said, "You do need money. Your wife wants a new house." Yeah. I mean, we're going to buy a house regardless. Like I said, she's got a job. I've got a job. This just makes it so we don't have to take out as big of a loan. You know, just like I said yesterday, I'm very honest in it. I would not be showing these protests every night if I wasn't making money, because they wear on me mentally and physically. You know, I'm up all night now doing these protests. Is it conducive to what my personal life is? Absolutely not. It absolutely isn't. I take it personally. I take everything I see personally. I take comments personally, and it's a problem. My wife is like, "You gotta stop doing this," and I'm like, I can't. I need to see it. You know, I need to see what's going on. So, but yeah, just like I said yesterday, and I'd say this every single day. I wouldn't be doing this if, you know, every single night like this if I wasn't making money. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know if a lot of them even know yet. Someone, I don't remember the guy's name. Someone asked me, "Do I know who took the video of the murder?" I read that someone showed up after the shooting, told the guy shooting the video to tell police he didn't want to, but the bystander wouldn't leave him alone. Curious who took the video. I don't remember his name. There was I think there were two guys that did it. Stumptown News had one, I believe, where he captured it, but the other one, the video that went super viral, I think it was a guy named Nicholas something. I could be wrong about that. John said, "Yo, Steve, they need to surround these punks and put them all in the same cell." Agree. Ricky, you're I'm banning you. something's telling me that you're going to be a problem, so I'm just solving that problem before it happens. See you later, Ricky. If you're trying to tell me to check the law on self-defense, this isn't self-defense. This is murder. We all witnessed the video. Self-defense is what KR did. I can't say his name so I don't get banned, but that's what he did in Kenosha, Wisconsin. That was self-defense. This is going to end soon. He will, and I'll probably get a fat paycheck out of it, too. I don't know. Ricky can watch it somewhere else because he's banned from my page. Thank you, Melinda. We got that. Much appreciated. Yeet, yeet. Yeah, you can't even say it anymore. It's like anything COVID related. Like we had to make a rule in our group. You no longer can mention anything about COVID in Wake Up America because they'll ban you. They're flagging it all as false news. Literally every single article. It doesn't even matter what it said. Gene asked what yeet yeet means. Yeet yeet is something that I've said that I said kind of as a joke when people first started contributing and doing Cash Apps and Venmos and all that stuff. I started joking around because all the streamers, they say, we got that, much appreciated, yeet yeet. I just, or they never said yeet yeet. I just added the yeet yeet and it kind of took off from there. Joey Dunlop, was Justin Dunlop. Yep, that's the live streamer. Justin Dunlop. Al Halland, you are banned. Steve, it makes Antifa cry now. Oh, they hate yeet yeet. They hate it. Good night, all. Thank you for what? Or good night. I read your comments saying good night. Good night. Yeah, Rochester feeds are all cut out. All right, guys. So I've read all the Facebook stuff for a while. I'm going to switch over and pay attention to the Twitch stream. Interact with those guys, and then I'll go do it over at YouTube, too. April said, to the vets in this chat, thank you for your service to all LEOs, past and present. Thank you. Mars said, we got love. Y'all are truly the best chat room. Aww. Aww. Our Twitch is on point. We have good moderators in Twitch. So we just keep it quiet. Irup said, good morning from Denmark. Good morning to you. Is that how they talk in Denmark? I have no idea. What's up, Bass? It is still happening. Buckshot asked, is the NFAC thing still happening? It is still happening. Someone said, we are Steve's stepkid on Twitch. The smallest. I don't know why Twitch doesn't take off. It's probably because I don't have it as just chatting. Whatever. I gotta remember to do that. Not a big fan of Facebook anymore. I won't say what Arex said about. Was that the middle finger thing? I saw it. I wasn't listening, but I saw it. Is that the big middle finger thing? Yeah, Twitch does do a lot of stuff. Someone asked, do I think the left is starting to lose the propaganda war? Yes, it's over. Someone said, are sweatshirts and t-shirts true to size? Yeah, they're athletic fit, but yeah. So like me, I'm a big dude and I wear XXL for the t-shirts and they're good. Sweatshirts, I ordered a 3XL and I'll be honest, I haven't even put it on yet. It's too damn hot here. So I have no idea. I have no idea if it fits. It looked a little small, to be honest, with the 3XL, but I think it'll be all right. Someone said, I've been working my Antifa off all day. Actually, shooter was not killed by federal police. The 4 officers who fired their gun, none of which were federal. Sweatshirt in Florida. I bought one because we're moving up. And our first winter here, I thought it got a little bit cold, like some days, but last winter it didn't get cold at all. And then this one is going to be our truly last winter. I do not have Discord open on the computer. I will open it later. But I'll be honest, someone sent me a screenshot of Discord's position on BLM and all that. I made us shut down Discord and try to find a different messenger. Even though Discord's good, but they are firm backers of this whole movement and crap. I hate Florida. Absolutely hate it. It's too damn hot all the time. Someone said, I've been reading that Vice actually led the feds to Michael, maybe unintentionally. Yeah, nobody knows. Nobody knows.
We did an interview with him. Yeah. And then...
Goodness, you guys are gross. Someone said it did snow in Miami in 1977. Sometimes hell does freeze over. I wasn't even born yet in 77. TV should check out homes in Port St. Lucie. Why would I do that? I already live here. Deadlift is superior. Why would I check out homes in Port St. Lucie? No, they had been watching it for a while. That's what the article said. No, I wasn't born in the 1970s at all. Someone wants me to make sweatpants that say Antifa sucks on the butt. That's funny. Kind of like Pink. What is it? Like I Love Pink or whatever? I am a young guy. 36. There are 100%. I live in Port St. Lucie. There are 100% connections between Democrats and the right. Hell, they're all Democratic cities. It's very easy to make that connection.
south of the Kelly building. Failure to comply with
Yeah, I live in Port St. Lucie. It is better. You know, when we moved down here, I took a position as a director with a logistics company down in Boca and made the commute, an hour and a half drive down there, because we wanted to live in a good area, and we used to live down here before we had kids. And then it turns out, guess what? It's not the same as it was. It's not the same at all. We have cameras on our house. We have, you know, shootings in our town. We shouldn't have that. I mean, but it's not a town. It's got a population of over 200,000 in this city. So I mean, we don't have a downtown though, but it's just huge. It's just such a huge area. There's just not enough time. I would make a shirt that says that. All right. Twitchers rock. Facebookers rock. The YouTubers rock as well. St. Augustine is good. That's where all the powerlifting competitions always are. We go over. I think it's over there again on next month when I do the nationals. I think it's out that way. Someone said, thanks guys, please visit Snatty TV for news and more. As long as you're not on when I'm on. I don't have the goats loaded. Can't do it. Someone said, PPB, if you see this, please arrest the fake news people. Yeah, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that like button, too. Man, it's hot. It's fucking hot. Tomorrow's Friday night. I'll be drinking tomorrow night. I've already been doxxed. Put it out there. They are saying rooftop because the police are on their rooftops. That's the wrong button. My bad. Hold on. I like whiskey. I'm not a rum guy.
I don't see her anywhere, no. Do I have PPV or anything to save ourselves? I have An awesome gas mask.
Press. Trey, aka Boop Doggy Dog. Boop Doggy Dog.
Yeah, I think they just issue arrest warrants on a couple of people for lasers that they caught on like live streams and then identified them.
Hey, Rooftop, you ever watch the show Gargoyles?
Red shirt. I found a red shirt.
You're not as cool as them.
He can be annoying at times, but he's trying to find his space, like his spot.
Wow, that was pretty good. It's almost like I've been out here every night doing this.
It's almost like you know the Indian flows most nights.
Yeah. We're about a half hour to an hour away from tear gas.
Yep, most likely. At least if everything goes as it usually does.
Carlos, I don't think you're
Where are you
banned,
going to be
homie.
tomorrow? I am not privy to that information.
I don't see your name.
We'll be wherever the protests are, but we don't know where that will be. Well, nothing's going on up here. I'm gonna just go chill, cause yeah, I don't want to burn up all my energy literally just standing there.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I don't disagree. Oh, actually.
No Paul! No KKK! No Bastard!
Hey Charles, I got your message. You're actually really close to me. Dang, the street looks familiar. Yeah, dude, you're like, we're neighbors. Kind of funny, huh? Small world. Almost neighbors. You're so close. Dude, you could be at my house in like 1 minute. That's how close. Funny. Funny, funny, funny.
Cool.
I'm always Black Lives Matter. Check the news. Check the media. I'm always out here Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, that's not a new video. Anointed. My email. Yeah, that's not a new video. Got you, Charles. Don't. I did save your name and your number. We're close. Carrie, there's other ways you could do Zelle. If you go to freightbrokerlive.tv, it says all the different ways that you can contribute should you choose to. The only one is just avoid PayPal, especially with larger ones, because they put this like 21-day hold on everything. They say it's 21 days, but they've been holding it for quite a long time. Is that a real screenshot? How do I open this? Look at this. Someone screenshotted this from when we were covering Richmond, where and they wrote time traveler, Rochester, New York. It's a cowboy sitting there in the Rochester fire, the Rochester riots tonight. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. I don't care who you are right there. It's kind of funny. Congratulations, Kevin, on your t-shirt order, and Paula on your t-shirt order. So the way I'm doing it is I'm actually gonna kind of remove. So PT News is just gonna be like kind of political commentary, kind of like the Daily whatever it is, or the Gateway Pundit, or those kind of things, where it's just very loosely written, just quick to digest news articles based on current events and current political stuff and politics and crime and all this shit that I pay attention to. And it, of course, trucking. I'll still have a whole trucking category. But I just think it's more of what I'm into right now. And so, yeah, we'll be doing that. It's going to be sick. It'll still look the same. It's just going to be different. You know what? That's not a bad idea, a forum, because I could do that right in my WordPress site. I think I actually have a back-end one already in there that I was going to use once. Yeah, we talked about the tent ones. No, the sweatshirts, I'm not quite sure why they came out so dark. I think it's the material. You can still see it, but I noticed that even with my other ones. I may just take the sweatshirts off, because even with my the American flag one, it was pretty dark. But you can still see it, so that's what matters. All right, Steven, I just got your message. I will text you this weekend or something. Can't see it. Why is it all zoomed out? There. Let me be clear. This hairdo was a setup. She's got a Donald Trump's hairdo. I saw that today, saying that it was a setup. Couldn't even decipher, like, what was a setup? The fact that you were not wearing a mask? Even Crowder did a really good job. He's like, okay, this is how it was set up. We got exclusive footage, and it showed a fake surveillance video with a woman. Oh, hi, Speaker Pelosi. All right, yeah, we have an opening for 10 o'clock tomorrow. Okay, see you there. Set up. It was so stupid. Again, shout out to our new show sponsor, Spartan Armor Systems. If you guys are looking for armor, plate carriers, plates themselves. They got a bunch of different accessories, tactical gear, trauma pads, medical kits, apparel and accessories, morale, jeez, can I read? And blood type pouches and holsters, St. Pro ballistic shields, off-road safety equipment. You guys can head over to their site, which is SpartanArmorSystems.com, and use code PT News. And the camera's been on me the whole time and didn't realize it. PT News will get you 10% off your order. They do not sell ammo from what I see on the website now. They're a US-based company too, Tucson, Arizona. And all their shit's made here in the United States too. Hi, Mark. I just thought something too. All the streamers that are always looking for gear out there, they're all looking for bulletproof vests and all that stuff. Now they can go to Spartan Armor Systems and use code PT News for 10% off of their orders. Funny. There's no action yet. It's still mellow as hell.
See if tactics is what it comes down to.
Yep, there's a spot where they protest at 2 p.m. every day, pretty close.
I'm running out of steam, everybody. You give them a list of names not to serve to. I was just thinking, wouldn't it be funnier if I did like PT News exclusive and then we added 20% to each order? that would be even better. Just add 20% to each order. Good night, Heath. It does look like it thinned out a little bit, which is good. Someone said they made a couple of arrests yesterday, but it wasn't an unlawful gathering or anything declared, I don't think. Could have been, I don't know. Because I think I'm going to go for another 15 or so minutes, and I'll probably wrap it up. Oh boy, that was a big one. Sorry. Again, thank you everyone who sent stars. Today we're at 49,411 stars. You're all stars to me. Thank you, Janet. Thank you so much. Jill, thank you. Dave, congratulations on your new hat. Nancy, congratulations on your sweatshirt. Paula, congratulations on your t-shirt. Theodore, thank you. Excuse. Yeah, I did see the Stumptown video. Yeah, that Stumptown video is clear as day. Audio is clear. Can't even deny what happened. That's why I don't even know why people are trying to. He knew the self-defense argument was bullshit. The protesters do know, because Andy No just posted that they actually painted his name in front of the sheriff's office. They painted his name in front of the sheriff's office saying, "You murdered Michael Reinhold." Oh my gosh.
I'm getting closer to where I want. A little bit tonight because I cut like almost like a quarter of an inch.
It's still in my car. I will have the P.O. box set up for tomorrow. I think I can look it up. Actually, I better not do that. Yeah, I'll have it tomorrow. It's in my car. I just left it, all the paperwork in my car. Hold on, I'm seeing about other feeds here. Who the hell's showing up there in a Mercedes to protest?
In my opinion, no. It doesn't matter if everybody approves if you're making the right decisions. But I'm the type of person that likes to listen to criticism and hear other people's. So if I have certain people that don't like something, that'd be hard for me, even if the majority rules in a different way, to be the person to decide that they're not what we're going to do, if that makes sense. Adam didn't get arrested. I don't know. Someone in my feed saying Adam got arrested. Is that No Shoes? No Shoes and Trumpet Guy. Thank you, Shawnee.
I'd like
I
to
appreciate
find
that a lot.
somebody that is not directly in front of all the music, but it doesn't appear that they're the only people that are away from the music are the ones that are zoomed way in on their face, which I don't want to see anyway.
Have I ever been arrested? No, I have not.
Trumpet guy is out there.
The mayor and the cops, they all puppets. They just pawns and they really being used. So it's time that we make some fucking moves. I get confused when I see all this violence. We just fucking peaceful, they declare this shit a riot. And they come and they go and attack and they shoot up my lungs with the fucking tear gas. Fuck that shit, man, that shit is fucking lame. I guarantee these cops do not have a brain. It's a fact they got low IQs, they not smart dudes, so fuck they crews. Yes, this is what we really gotta do. Coming through, Trumpet Man, yeah, play a little tune. Even though I get mad, real talk, homie, I'll be pretty glad, cause we just need love, we just need peace, we gotta bring it together, it's time to unite in our community, cause the police got fucking qualified immunity, and I'm tired of that dumbass shit, so motherfuck the system, homie, motherfuck pigs, yeah. System, homie, motherfuck pigs.
And they're gonna like high five each other. Oh yeah, that was too great.
It's time they go home. They don't even fucking live here in Portland.
Neither do you.
Cops go home. We got this on our own. I say now, cops go home. We got this on our own. I say now, cops go home. We protect our own. I say cops go home. We protect our own. Yeah. Bring us in, baby. One more trumpet.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess.
Well, that was stupid.
I just got word there. I don't know if you guys were watching a couple weeks ago, but there was a car driving by. They were driving by a few times, and they were pepper spraying out the windows. And I literally got blasted by this car pepper spraying, like, out the window. Yeah, I was just in my car checking on my dog real quick.
Your dog's in your car? What an ass. You guys want to see the coolest thing ever? Get like this so you can see it. Antifa emergency riot tissues. $5 makes Antifa cry.
And Chris, yeah, they are.
That is so good.
For my dog, of course. Cindy, yes, he is. He's right over there. Yeah, that's what they're doing.
You might be seeing a little less of us, unfortunately, out here because we're going to be focused on that side of it. I want to build beautiful, healing spaces that you guys are getting fucked up every day, getting poisoned, can go and recharge, somewhere safe, somewhere beautiful. So we're working on that right now. Just keep an eye out, guys. We love you a lot. I really appreciate all the press and stuff.
So he's talking about the tent city that we saw earlier because that's where he is currently residing, according to the video that we saw. So dumb.
Coming out. Okay, I'm gonna go over there.
Oh, I can't even play that. That's scary.
I'm gonna go over there.
Where'd they go?
What the hell?
Who'd they get?
What the hell? What the hell was that about?
What that was? That was so quick. I didn't even get to say anything. Who'd they arrest?
What the hell? What was that about?
You just gotta give us a warning.
What the hell was that even about?
That was ridiculous.
What was that about?
Absolutely out of line.
What was that about? I don't get it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys are fucking rioting. Oh, these people.
Stay back. Officers are taking lawful action. Do not interfere. Stay back.
I wonder if someone's going to get some fresh federal charges right there. I mean, I wonder if they caught him throwing a water bottle or something like that, and he hit an OSP trooper, and then like, all right, let's get him, federal charges. Yeah, boy.
You're fucking terrorists! Terrorists! Fucking disgrace! You're a fucking disgrace!
I will be honest, I just woke up a little bit.
Fucking terrorists!
Can somebody explain what that was about? Why did they arrest him? I didn't get that at all.
Had a shield. Bitch.
Say I didn't throw a rock. I didn't throw a rock at you.
Oh, so he threw a rock at them.
Police, okay. Police are claiming that somebody threw a rock, I guess.
Well, the protester said I didn't throw a rock at you.
Right.
So who knows?
Okay. So, somebody just told me that the protester said I didn't throw a rock at you. That was ridiculous. That scared me.
I did raise money for the Tulsa police officers. It was two. There was two police officers though. Wasn't there?
I mean, can anybody else confirm if that's what that was about? I honestly don't know. I think, so what I heard from somebody else was that the police were saying that a protester threw a rock. I guess because another protester just told me that the person that they arrested said, I didn't throw a rock at you. And I didn't see that. I didn't see anything being thrown.
Okay, Wheeler.
That was random. It was probably that dude up top.
For sure,
that
Brian.
Cop up
Just send
top
me
that was trying to target somebody.
Just if any of you guys ever go live and you know I'm going to be live or there's a big enough event for me to go live, just send me a message when you go live on your page and I'll share it out for sure.
Did you see any of that?
So the thing is, choppers don't. Here's the thing with that. That's what I consider to be protest policing, to say to somebody, don't do this, like, don't throw anything, because that's telling somebody how to protest. And I think that's problematic, because people can protest in whatever way they think expresses their anger, their frustrations. And I think that's so valid. I think it's valid.
Damn, dude.
So ridiculous. I mean, honestly, that shit just gives me a lot of anxiety when they rush the crowd like that. Oh, of course they were. Of course. I think they got bored. And they wanted to shake up the protesters. So they decided to make this an opportunity to be assholes.
Oh my God. Jen, that's the most messed up Facebook post I've ever seen. Marketplace post ever. Now it's not blocked now, right? Thank you for letting me know. I'm gonna have a whole new overlay tomorrow.
They didn't even make an announcement that time.
They don't need to. Especially if someone's committing a crime.
Yeah.
They just
Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, no, I just was right there. That's why I'm trying to stay right over here.
Yeah, Nicole, I saw that earlier.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to go to the other side now. Like I was gonna try to do before, just straight up brushed us. Okay, we're gonna try this again.
No, the people that are asking NLG they are NLG. So the people that are asking what's your name, they are the National Legal Guild.
Shield person.
So it's probably a rail protester then.
Yeah. Sadly. I don't think they'd arrest somebody that they said
Does that
that
person
didn't
have nails in their
that.
helmet? Like actual nails?
Huh?
Are those nails?
Are those nails? No, they're spikes. Okay, I just changed the color.
I was like, shit, that's hardcore.
Yeah, no, seriously, damn, bro. Props.
Thank you, Kelly.
It's not a peaceful protest. It's non-violent. We're not going to do anything violent to anyone, unless there are bad actors in the crowd.
Oh, you mean like throw rocks at them?
We're almost at 100 days and that ain't shit. The witches just gave us foot cream for all of our feet, and we'll stand here for another 100
You're right, they should.
days if that's what it takes.
The Fed should wait at that tent camp.
Fuck you!
My kid has a hardcore. He's got a spiked helmet. He loves that thing. It's like a Spider-Man with a mohawk.
The distinction between peaceful and non-violent means that we are taking direct action and we will be disruptive. Disruptive could mean tossing a water bottle. I feel like tossing a water bottle isn't completely peaceful. But it's non-violent. It's absolutely non-violent.
How do you figure?
Peaceful protesting is holding a sign.
Oh my god, people are stupid.
Also, I still have these yellow and black people goggles. If you are missing them and need them, right here is not stable. Alright, great.
Quit your jobs! Where's the buddies? Hey, are you Lee's friends? Yeah. What's up, bro? It's Daryl. I'm good. Nikki?
Yeah.
Cool. I recognize your jacket.
Yeah, it's pretty distinguishable. It helps. Let's.
Well, cause we're all out here in fucking black. It's like I think I know this guy, like thinking I was you like a few times.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
There's definitely more than one like it out here. Oh, hey, there's two more. They got like there's more. Yeah, there's one.
If you walk over there, you can. I think we can walk over here and see past the lights. We can't.
at 1. They're probably going to move at the latest, probably 2.
All right, come on, Portland. I'm running out of steam here.
Come out and fight me like a man, Thomas! Hey, Rooftop, you got any soup I can bum off you? Can I bum some soup? Soup cup! Can I get a bag of soup? Where's my family? Soup cup never leaves the soup!
Yeah, the Portland police are pretty bad. But then again, all cops everywhere are.
Ugly piece of shit! Fuck him!
Hey, Rooftop, you go to family gatherings and play Wonderwall on an acoustic guitar, just like real subpar? The only song you know, Wonderwall? They stole my song. This is my song. Not even that good.
Okay, I love Wonderwall. Just saying.
And are they hijacking funding? Yeah. Run out and play some Say Anything. Run out and play some Say Anything. Can't wait.
Why are we listening to this right now? President, so it took him 3 or
And I don't think that's what it was supposed to mean. That's just.
Cut off here shortly. What time is our street?
He was not shot. He was shot by a task force, a federal task force. But according to all the press conference and everything, yeah, according to them, it was all local police that were the ones who fired. It wasn't federal agents. Based on the information I saw.
What's it feel like not knowing how to use a washcloth when you shower? Bare soaked butthole. No hookah, no scrubby, no nothing. Just soap in your asshole and then soap in your face. Same bar soap. Does your family use that bar soap that you wipe your butt with? Huh?
Brandon, what is this? The names that you're putting in there?
Sorry, buddy.
So someone on one of the online channels is saying that these groups are set up, or I'm sorry, these the tent encampments are set up by the city as COVID camps for the homeless. COVID camps. Someone said, "How do you know this is true?" Because someone was saying that these are, whatever. They apparently have camp leaders, and they have a list of requirements. I'm trying to see if any of the if they're there. Like someone else wrote, these are COVID camps for the homeless to maintain social distancing. This is not a city-funded Antifa war camp. And then someone said, well, how do you explain the video and the trumpet man and all the riot guys arguing with the cameraman and trying to hit him with a slingshot? And the guy's like, how do I explain it? And then there was no comment. And then he goes, none of these activities change the fact that this is a homeless camp and not an Antifa war camp. Apparently, it looks a lot like an Antifa war camp to me. It's fucking... People are so dumb. This stuff is crazy. You can't even make this shit up. The trumpet guy was at this Antifa war camp. They have requirements for the camp, according to another person. I'd be very curious to see those requirements. Oh, shit. Someone's gonna die. How can they possibly blame the police for that? How can they blame the police? They are illegally blocking the road. They were told several times the road is open for traffic. The car was flying though. Did anyone clip that? I just love how they immediately turn to the police. Like it's the police's fault. Do your job. What the fuck are they supposed to do? It's not their goddamn job. Eric's voice causes it. I don't know how that's the police's fault, though.
Second car's coming down this way too.
Like telling the Jews it's their fault for being slaughtered.
It's fucking crazy.
You ain't got no aura. You guys want to get mad? I don't know if any of you guys saw this. Discover blocks credit card donations to Christian site collecting funds for the alleged teen shooter. You know, Wisconsin. Discover, one of the nation's top credit card issuers, told Forbes it had blocked its users' ability to make any donations to the Christian crowdfunding site Give Send Go, which has raised more than $380,000 for the teen shooter. Yeah. In emails Wednesday and Thursday, the credit card company says it terminated that relationship. It terminated that merchant for operating regulation violations, adding, "We regularly review merchants for operating regulation violations. Turning off merchants for violations is a typical process for us, but one we don't make public." It's freaking nuts, dude. It's nuts. So now, I mean, this is a religious organized, a religious fundraising site. So now it's a Christian crowdfunding site. So now they've made it so you can't donate. How fucking bizarre is what's going on in this country? I mean, really, how bizarre is what's going on in this country? It's so bizarre. Isn't that a song? Yeah, I think it is. Flashlights matter. We have a Discover card. I just paid it off. Now I'll just get rid of it. Where's their license plates? Do any of them even have license plates on? No license plate there. Can't tell if that's a license plate. They need to get out of the road.
He says that they're fucking friendlies. He took his mask off for me. I explained to him if he didn't fucking take it off, there were gonna be fucking problems. They seem to just not fucking know what the fuck that they're doing. And I made it very clear that we got their fucking plates, and if I saw them again with fucking ski masks, there's gonna be fucking problems.
Because you're such a tough guy.
But please, if we see that fucking truck again, yes. 2 white dudes, yum. No, but that's the thing. Like, I automatically attach to that.
Someone's gonna get run over or worse, or more people will get shot. I mean, they're not gonna be able to allow this to continue forever. Just not gonna happen. I have no doubt in my mind that this is gonna end up coming to a quick and brutal end eventually. Want to see you
Later,
deadlift
Dave.
this truck? Yeah, the truck weighs a little more than 700-800 pounds. What time is it? 3:30. I do, right there. The only one that has it. That Forbes article needs to go viral, is what needs to happen. Because if it goes viral, more people pay attention to it. And people will pay attention to it. Can't see the comments because the pinned comment is in the way. Oh, that sucks. A lot of other people could see the comments, so I'm not quite sure why you can't. Turn your phone, maybe. I don't know. What do you think, guys? You think now is a good time? And let's see if Portland Andy is live. I'll put his link in if he is. You guys can go over there. He is live.
Babe. I'm keeping an eye.
He looks like he's more sober than last night. He was rowdy last night, wasn't he?
Let me see you like fucking
rowdy.
crazy.
He's a good dude. Interested to hear what his take is on everything that's transpired tonight.
So much.
Yeah, he was trashed. It was funny though. It was funny. I'll put his link in. I'll probably go over there and just watch him while I mellow out and do all my post-edit shit. But I'm fucking tired today, guys. I apologize for swearing. I know a bunch of you guys are like, no. So Portland Andy's link's over there. I'm going to wrap this up in a minute, so just make sure you open that up. It's in the chat now.
No, Amanda. They're not.
There on the chat. All you YouTubers can just search Portland Andy. He'll show right up. And the Twitch guys, I'll put it in the chat for you as well. You can see it's on YouTube.
I'm not gonna say how they're gonna deal with it, but they have ways to deal with it.
He's a good dude. He's got a bunch of yeets. He'll say yeet a bunch. He's funny. Yesterday he was drunk. I don't know. I don't think he's always like that. I don't know. I haven't watched him enough to know. But he's funny, and I recommend you guys go check him out. I'll be in that feed for a little bit, but once he jumps in there, you guys, like yesterday, because he was drunk, so he just kept going like yeet yeet, not with all the music and stuff. He was doing all the yeets. It was funny. But just make sure you guys go over and just give him some love. He's a good dude. Let me put it in Facebook again. And then I'm just going to wrap up, and I will see ya mañana. That's how you say tomorrow in Spanish. Learning you something. Steve, yeah, I'll be live because my kid still goes to bed early. He doesn't get to stay up. So I maybe like 9:30 or something like that. But we'll be up at 9:30. Here is the link one final time. All you YouTubers, just type in Portland Andy, and he'll show up. We will see you tomorrow night, of course. Tomorrow night, I will give you a warning. Tomorrow night's probably going to be an early night because I am going to cover Louisville on Saturday during the day. So I'm not going – hopefully – I know I've said that before and I stay up all night, but we'll see. My plan is to broadcast maybe until 2, shut it off, and then come back and start covering Louisville at 12 o'clock. All righty? But we'll see you. You have a good night. And see you guys all tonight. Goodbye.
There were 2 conventions going on this week. The Republican one reminds us why America matters.
I believe America is an exceptional nation, founded on 3 principles: equality, freedom, and opportunity.
Our family went from cotton to Congress in one lifetime. And that's why I believe the next American century can be better than the last.
Be a radical for freedom. Be a radical for liberty. And be a radical for our republic, for which I stand.
That was awesome. Then there's the naturalization ceremony, reminding us that even as our nation's most prominent voices deem America irredeemably racist and evil, billions beyond our borders would trade their situation with us in a heartbeat. Such ceremonies upset the press, but give actual human beings a lump in their throats. And how about the sister? She'd get things in order.
In 1978, as a medical school student at Georgetown University, I joined the Army to help pay for my tuition and ended up devoting 29 years to the military, serving as a doctor and a surgeon in places like Afghanistan and Egypt's Sinai Peninsula.
Wow, that brings back memories of Sister Maya at St. Gregory's in San Mateo, and chills. After the Dems' week-long tantrum, though, it's good to see adults in the room for once. I would not arm wrestle this lady. I would not pinky wrestle her. She could kick my ass. Sorry, sister, but I'd put her, Tim Scott, Herschel Walker, Jack Brewer, and Burgess Owens up against the entire Democratic Party in a cage match. And what about this guy?
It blows my mind how quickly some of the leadership in this country has forgotten the critical role first responders play in our society. Come on, America. Defunding these vital positions is not the answer.
He could crack me like a walnut. What is it with these people? It's like they're grown-ups on super pills. These are not people you would dare to mob. It's quite a contrast to the other convention, the one on the streets, featuring mobs, arsonists, vandals, looters, and shooters, or as CNN calls it, fiery, mostly peaceful protest.
Multiple locations that have been burning in Kenosha, Wisconsin over the course of the night. In stark contrast to what we saw over the course of the daytime hours in Kenosha and into the early evening, which were largely peaceful demonstrations in the face of law enforcement. It wasn't until night fell that things began to get a little bit more contentious.
A little bit more contentious. Here lies the problem. For months now, the media and Democrat leaders have been denying what we see with our own eyes. Our country's under attack. They use phrases like mostly peaceful or sporadic violence to downplay this chaotic and even orchestrated violence. And when you counter such opinions with facts about crime, they laugh like clowns.
Democratic cities are in chaos right now. Is this what you want from Joe Biden? And they're going to take your country away, and they're taking down the statues. And
crime is rising as they defund police.
Oh, my gosh, it's so bad. And they're defunding police. It's like...
That did not age well. Now that the violence is out of control and taking lives, however, the mockers changed their tune. But it wasn't your suffering that changed their minds. It was the polls. Tell us about the blind spot, Don.
I think this is a blind spot for Democrats. I think Democrats are ignoring this problem or hoping that it will go away. And it's not going to go away. Joe Biden may be afraid to do it. I'm not sure. Maybe he won't. Maybe he is. He's got to address it. The rioting has to stop. Chris, as you know and I know, it's showing up in the polling. Mm-hmm. It's showing up in focus groups. It is the only thing right now that is sticking.
So that's why the media ignores the violence, because it didn't suit them politically. But once the polls show that mayhem hurts Joe's chances, it's time to speak up. How gross is that? As gross as Brian Stelter in a Speedo. Because it means all those businesses burned, all those people injured, all those jobs and lives lost happened because the press didn't see political value in reporting it. And by ignoring it, it continued. Well, of course, until now.
This is on their watch.
It is on their watch.
Mr. Vice President, if you don't believe that your faith demands that you speak about what's happening in Kenosha right now, not in terms of showing riots and fomenting tension when it's a symptom of a problem.
They have to talk about these vigilantes, and they have to talk about these groups who go in and start this violence. White guys coming in from these groups, starting unrest, promoting violence.
So now they're upset. Sorry, too late. The ugliness we see now, you built that by ignoring its spread because it didn't suit you to point it out. Remember what you said about Antifa?
Now, too many see the protests as the problem. No, the problem is what forced your fellow citizens to take to the streets. Persistent and poisonous inequities and injustice. And please, show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful. People who show up to fight against bigots are not to be judged the same as the bigots, even if they do resort to the same kinds of petty violence.
So where does that petty violence lead? Let's hear from a widow.
As I slept, looted on earth, he was murdered by people who didn't know and just didn't care. He would have done anything to help them. Violence and destruction are not legitimate forms of protest.
Ann Dorn told the story the media chose to ignore because it wasn't beneficial to them. The demonization of law enforcement, the elevation of anarchy as protest has led to what was predicted here some time ago. The mayhem begets mayhem. Here's Rand Paul and his wife barely escaping the mob after Trump's speech. What if there weren't armed officers there? So the mob proves everything said at the convention. Right, Burgess?
Mobs torch our cities while popular members of Congress promotes the same socialism that my father fought against in World War II.
So the convention's theme isn't fear, it's freedom. Freedom from fear. Fear of attack, intolerance, losing your home, business, life. This is a message we need to hear as our country is at the mercy of marauders. But that's what happens when leaders cower before the politically correct and the media and their celebrity darlings choose to back lawlessness than those who fight it. They had Connor Lamb and Stacey Abrams. The Republicans had this guy from Cuba.
I choose President Trump because I choose America. I choose freedom. I still hear my dad. There is no other place to go.
If you want to know who the enemy is, why not hear from a guy who's seen the enemy before? And today he's recognizing that face of dictatorship again. It's on the street, it's on TV, and a few are in Congress pulling Biden's strings. I'm sure there were plenty of Cubans in the 1950s who didn't see Castro coming. And then when he came, he was like, wow, how could this happen to us? Well, the fact is, it can happen to us. It is happening to us. Because your concerns mean nothing to the media or the Dems until it shows up in the polls or at their doorstep.
Period.
Let's welcome tonight's guest. He's so sharp that rock, paper, scissors is now called rock, paper, Trey Gowdy. His great new book is called Doesn't Hurt to Ask. Fox News contributor and host of the Trey Gowdy podcast, Trey Gowdy. Well, he's so patriotic, the Liberty Bell